This video is about creating and managing WBS codes in a P6 environment. So we'll create a new project. We'll open the project. You can see there's no activities in here right now. To add a WBS structure to this project, click on this little button over here called WBS. And you can now see we are in the WBS layout area. If you hit the insert key, you've now got a new WBS node. My recommendation is you do them in blocks of 5. You can see I've accidentally inserted a WBS code as a child of this code. They should both be at the same level. To fix that, you hold down the control key and then the left arrow. So that indents and outdents a node, and you can see the code changes as appropriate. You can copy codes down. You can change your mind about where the code sits. You can cut this code from there and move it all the way up to this one. And you can just double click on an area and type in any code you wish. Codes must be unique. As you can see, it changed this one back to the number 1 because a 05 was already in existence. Once you create your WBS structure and you've indented, outdented and rolled it up and down and made sure it's exactly as you want it to be, you can come back to activities. You can see in the layout we're using WBS detailed, so we actually have got this area here laid out. We've come in and we've changed the WBS names, and we've got the WBS codes, port, mine, rail, whatever your codes happen to be. You come back to the activities view and go to the layout WBS detailed. And go open, which is where we currently are. You may want to see the WBS coding in here. So to turn the coding on, come up to grouping, customize, turn on ID code, hit apply. You can now see the WBS coding structure as well as the WBS names. You can then insert using the insert key, activities, below the WBS. So that you can ensure that you have created activities in the work areas that require those activities to occur. If you decide after the fact that your WBS codes are wrong or in the wrong locations or on the wrong sequence, come back to your WBS tab and you can indent by control arrow. So now rail is a subset of mine. Come back to activities and you'll see rail is now a subset of mine. If for some reason this screen doesn't refresh automatically like it has here, hit the F5 key when you come back to this page. That will refresh this display to reflect the changes that you've made to the WBS structure. Again, you can control arrow up, so I've now moved rail to the top of the listing, and I might move port to the bottom of the listing. Come back to activities, and you can see that has been reflected in those changes just there. If you decide that a WBS is incorrect and you wish to remove it, come to the WBS code, right click and delete. And all the activities associated with that particular item will be removed. Come back here, you can see that that WBS and the associated activity is now gone from our schedule.